It's really hard sometimes.
Bachelorette Hannah Brown reveals hindsight is 20/20 when it comes to contestant Luke P. ET spoke with the former beauty queen at CMA Fest in Nashville, Tennessee on Friday, where she opened up about last week's dramatic Luke S. versus Luke P. fight.
It's really hard sometimes to watch back the show because, especially in that instance, there are certain things that I don't get to see and I'm not previewed to see. I only get what the conversation that I have with each of the guys. And so it is sometimes difficult to be like, oh, so that's actually what happened. It was a little upsetting, but, that is something that I knew that I just wanted to be able to really just figure everything out for myself, and you'll see me do that. I take the information that I'm given and I just trust throughout the process that I will be able to make my own decisions with the information that I'm given in my discernment in my own time, and you'll just have to keep watching and see how I do that. There definitely is chemistry between Luke P and I, and that is something that is worth looking into. And my chemistry with him is much stronger than maybe somebody else, other men there, and that's something that I'm going to investigate why my feelings are that way, even if he does have issues in the house. And I just have to figure out exactly where those issues are rooted. But I'm not like a viewer and getting to see all the different things that are happening in the house. Our relationship, it's a big part of my journey and how I decide to really just trust my gut and how I feel about a relationship and what I do to decide, how I want to continue on. I think it's really hard for anybody to know just like what it's like to be on this side, and like, even for me, I had things I'm like, oh man, I wish I wouldn't have said that last season, or even now I'm like, I could have said that differently. But this is a really hard position to be in, where you can see you at your best and at your worst, and you have to be able to deal with that. But ultimately, you said those things, you did those things, you have to take ownership of that. And I think it's really important to take ownership of everything that you do and learn from that. And so with Luke P, with anybody, and with myself, I just hope that this is a learning experience where we can all continue to grow.
Well, speaking of taking ownership, Jed admitted that he came on to promote his music career. Mm-hmm. How did that make you feel? What did you feel when you heard that?
Just like I ultimately said on the episode, when a guy walks in with a guitar, they're notorious. You always are suspectful of something, but I really, all I wanted was somebody to be honest and real with me, and he was that. And so he did exactly what I asked for him to do. And so I admired that. And I have a strong connection with Jed. And so for me, that was really important to hear from his mouth that, hey, this is why I came on. Because ultimately, none of those guys knew it was really me that was going to be the lead when they signed up for the show. So for him to say, hey, I didn't know who it was going to be. This is why I came on the show. But now I really do have feelings for you. And that was good for that. That I feel like was even harder to do. And I appreciated it, and I felt like it was like, all right, we've got that covered. I already kind of knew, so now we can focus on our relationship.
Are you in a relationship, and are you at least happy?
I can tell you I'm happy.